Okay, last night I took this car to Brooklyn. This is the car that went to Brooklyn last year. I stored it for a full year, but that was not the first winter this thing sat as a derby car. This thing sat 2 full summers and 2 full winters as a derby car. I took one big hit right here. Basically just ripped everything. Everything is into that gas tank protector. But that's what those things are designed for, right? To hold up and keep you safe. I didn't do that good. I think I was like maybe the 4th one out, but car was having some electrical problems. I have no idea where it was, but the car was arcing out over here, over there on the floor on the passenger side. Underneath the hood somewhere here it was arcing out. Like if you watch the in-car video, there's sparks flying everywhere. And then I just seen this is all burnt up, so that was probably catching on fire just a bit too. Yeah, you know what, the car, I can't really complain too much about it. I wanted this car to die, and they did what I wanted them to do. I ripped the whole side of the transmission out. That's how big that hit was in the back end. When this fell, the axle did not break initially, but what happened was it got very, very hard to shift the gears. Like 2 hands on the shifter just to switch from neutral to drive. And so you can see it's fallen about, this piece here is supposed to be connected to right about there. So that's a good 3 inches it's dropped. And then when you look underneath the hood, again, like I can fit my whole hand in there with lots of space. That's how much this is actually broken. Other than that, this car still runs great. Despite not even having a rad in it, this car runs fantastic. This is probably the hit right here that did it. As you can see, the whole bottom rad support got pushed up, and it probably allowed somebody's bumper to just come in and smash the motor right there. Probably bypassed all this and wham. So it was probably just a random good shot that took me out. The car runs great, no lack of power. I took a driver door hit, first one in this car, but popped all 4 tires. This car was still going. Back end came in fucking tight. I did really good. It was basically like, I'm gonna say 6 Toyota Camrys, 1 PT Cruiser. I think there's a Tercel in there, and then a couple Sunfires. I was one of the last Sunfires Cavaliers to be running. And it's very hard to compete against these Toyota Camrys with these smaller cars. But like everything is twisted. Even my post-to-post bar is actually starting to tweak up from how big that shot was in the back end. So this car, unfortunately, has seen its day. It is done. It is gonzo. I am not fixing this. It is time to pull all my parts out. Believe it or not, it is still the original struts in this. It is the original axles, original tie rods. Nothing has been replaced. And this has been in what? 3, 4 derbies, 6 figure 8s. I did figure 8 this one as well, but because it kept turning off and it kept arcing out, I did not do very well. I think I got 4th, third, which is okay out of a field of 5, but it's not spectacular. But yeah, you know what, this car here, I've never had a better Cavalier than this one. As much as I've hated this giant piece of poo, I've loved it. Your hood will probably be added to the wall of hoods of the ones that made memories with me. But yeah, it's gonna be sad to see this one go. Let's just see her start up just to show you how good she still runs. Now, mind you, we did this whole derby with basically no rad. So, and then I tried to prove a point. Fires right up. These 2.2s are some of the best motors out here for demolition derby. They love the heat. They run great. Sometimes, in my experiences, they even run better when they get hotter. There you go, boys and girls. Another one bites the dust. Finally get this one out of the yard after 3 years. Going to the scrap yard soon.